ASMR. Welcome back to your video. I have a website that's called Bomboni.com. You can check those links in the description box below. Use these coupon codes in the corner that pop up. They are for your own benefit, so please use them. Please utilize them to your advantage. Okay, this is for you. Alright? And I have a subscribe button as well down below if you're new and you are watching this video and this channel in general and you still haven't subscribed. That button's down there. What are you waiting for? Go ahead, do it. Just do it. Get it over with already, honey. Just do it. Okay. So, this video, as a disclaimer, is not, I repeat, this video is not health advice. You should always consult with your doctor or physician for health advice. I am not a doctor, I'm not a physician, so do not take advice from me. I heed the warning now. This video is for entertainment purposes only. This video is for entertainment and relaxation and sleep purposes only. Do not, I repeat, do not heed or take my advice. This is not health advice. This is what worked for me personally. This is my personal story. This is my personal journey. This is just a story time for sleep. Okay, if you happen to learn something new, cool, but learn it from your doctor, okay? Don't learn it from me, okay? I'm just here to relax and entertain you. That's it, okay? I'm making it very, very explicit that this is not a health advice, not health consultation. This is not advice. Specifically, this is not health advice you should take, okay? I have to disclaim that as a disclaimer, okay? A disclosure that do not listen to me for health advice, please, okay? I'm just a stupid YouTuber, okay? So, I want to share my story because it was requested of what works for me, personally for me, and only for me, not for you. When it comes to dealing with low iron, okay? So, I've had low iron issues and blood sugar issues and stuff. So again, this is why it's only a story time talking about what I went through personally, okay? This is not for anyone else. This is not for what anyone else is going through. But I will mostly talk about the iron because the blood sugar, I have no idea. That's just when I don't eat and it happens to come through, you know. You feel faint, you feel dizzy, you feel sick, you know. I have to eat. When I eat, I feel fine. I have a little bit of sugar intake. I'm fine. But the thing that really freaked me out was being kind of anemic-ish, which I'm convinced it is. And this is why you should not listen to my advice, because I never went to my I don't even have a doctor, first of all. I never went to a physician or doctor for this. I self-healed. I healed myself by doing my own research online from medical professionals online that have forums and stuff. So I got legit info that helped me, you know, but that was my choice as a conscious decision. As an adult, I have free will, you know. I do not recommend you do what I do though, because if you had issues, you seriously could have compromised, I could have compromised my life, and then it would have been a serious issue. It's not cool, you know. It can cause serious issues if you don't get, you know, professional consultation, but that's just my choice, my decision, okay, not to. I've always been like that, very stubborn, and just dumb when it comes to my health, but, yeah, because I guess I have a sense of, I think I know what's better for me, sometimes, but this is what's helped me, is a change in diet. So I personally, when I started feeling really lightheaded and dizzy, it started very faint at first, and it's always been kind of light. That's why I call it lightheaded, because I never really had so much dizziness where it's what some people describe as vertigo, or where the room is spinning, or yeah, it wasn't that bad. I've had it once last year around June, July. It lasted about 6 weeks. It took me 6 weeks to recover because half the time I was trying to figure out what the problem was, you know. I was doing looking up stretches for vertigo, and sleeping enough, not resting, not taking a nap during the day. If I felt like I needed it, I always wanted to like chug through the workday. And my symptoms would get worse during the workday. I wasn't breathing deeply. I was having a lot of shortness of breath, and I couldn't even breathe deeply because it makes you, if you have like Lauren, it makes you struggle with your breaths for some reason. Your breath. Basically it's like a lack of red blood cells being produced in the blood, hemoglobin, right? So, and like a major sign, a red flag is white fingernails. For me, it's like white toenails, and also like sleepiness, tiredness, lethargy, being lethargic. Not really wanting to do much of anything but sleep, and it would go away when I sit down or when I lie down. But as soon as I stand up and walk, I'd feel like the best way to describe it is this. Like, imagine, like, keep your eyes on one point. Now do this with your head. Kind of like that. Like, if I do it too much, my brain, it's gonna feel like your brain is moving in your skull. and you see, but you see like a little wobbly. Like, that's kind of what I could describe it. And some people don't have symptoms at all, which is even more terrifying. Because I had a friend that the doctor told her like her heart could have like totally stopped in her sleep if she didn't come in sooner, because she was only like 6 out of 10 iron. I was like, so that's really low. So they had to give her like transfusions and stuff. So that's why I utter the importance of like, don't listen to me. If you have this issue, talk to your physician, please. Okay, I'm just telling you my journey, my story, my experience. Okay, that's all this video is. So basically, and I needed to make it in this format so it doesn't sound like I'm telling you what to do or sound advicey, because I have no right to give you advice. I'm not a medical professional. You have to listen to your medical professionals when they tell you what to do, and you have to go to them if you have a problem, okay? Don't just go to this YouTube video. This is not going to help you, okay? So what worked for me was changing my diet. I was basically eating like Eggo waffles and snack bars, and I don't know why I had like a few weeks where I was like super frugal, like extremely cheap. Like, I think I spent like $20 that month in gas for my car, maybe $150 in groceries max for the whole month. I was being so conservative with my spending that I didn't spend at all that month on anything extra, like even the stuff I needed. I was like really hesitant to go to the store, and I was just like overworking myself, and I wanted to reach my goals, and great, I reached my goals, but at what cost, what expense? Now it's like, ever since then, I feel like I am suffering with having to always be conscious about my diet, because I messed up those few weeks of just a cruddy poor diet. In fact, it was probably like two and a half months of living like that, and I wasn't doing self-care. I wasn't really much taking care of my needs, I cut back so much, and I was eating other things, but like sometimes I totally skip lunch just to have see what it's like to fast and live on one meal a day, and it was just really cruel to myself. I don't know what I was thinking. I think that was a point of maybe self-punishment I was having at the time, because I was feeling like really self-guilt or resentment about something. I don't even remember at this point, but I needed to work through that. And sometimes I still notice, like, if I have those patterns and behaviors, a lot of it linked to your diet is psychological. People with, let's say depression, don't want to eat, they don't want to get out of bed, they don't want to do anything and take care of themselves. And so, I remember when I was, I had severe depression when I was, 14 to 16 years old, and, some days I didn't shower. Oh my gosh, I'm so embarrassed to even say this, but, I didn't shower once up to, 3-4 days. It was so embarrassing. But, I so didn't care about myself. I didn't want to be here anymore. So I didn't even care that I, went to school, and noticed no one told me anything, but I may or may not have like smelled bad those 3-4 days because I like literally forgot. Like I so forgot about myself, and I was so depressed that I just didn't care, you know. But the matter is that like I did care. I just didn't even have maybe I guess I thought like, okay, you know, no one loves me, no one cares about me, I guess, you know. And like I don't know, as a teenager you think all sorts of things that are not true, or like looking back I may have felt like that, but I didn't notice it at the time. But if you think that way, obviously you're not going to want to take care of yourself and your hygiene, because you're going to be like, no one cares, so like, you know, how can you care? Yeah, so, but thankfully I got out of that. I take showers every day, guys, okay? Sometimes twice a day if needs be, depends on the situation, especially over like a hot, sweaty summer, sometimes you need to. But, you know, anyway, so I was gonna say, ramble on and on. My point being is I tend to ramble. I'm so sorry about that. I strayed so far from my point. Glad I caught that because I could have went on and on. I was gonna ramble more about showers. Like, it has nothing to do with iron. I say that to say that it's the equivalent of not taking care of my needs. When I don't take care of what I'm consuming, I needed to start eating healthier. I needed to start eating better, but not even healthier, just more like robust, abundant meals. Like I was eating sometimes too healthy or too light, you know. You can't live on vegetables, allegedly. At least that's not what works for me. I needed some meat, okay? So, I needed like a good steak once in a while, or just like a hamburger or something robust, you know, with like potatoes and like hearty, thick meals and stews. And that is what helped me over time. You know, chicken soups, broth. There's a lot of things that can help you, like mushrooms, tomatoes, eggplant, spinach, adding it to my salad, you know. Beef, apples. There's so much that has tons of iron, but also you need to blend it with other stuff that I mentioned. So vitamin C, like oranges, orange juice, okay? Cereal. I eat cereal every morning now. I force myself to because it's high in iron and folate. And then I get the B12 vitamin from my milk. And then once in a while I'll make like an eggs or omelet. Okay, I think you can also get it from that. And then the folate and vitamin C you can find in orange juice. Oranges have low iron, but it's mostly for the C. And then you want to eat your fruits, like fruits, vegetables. You really need hearty wheats, grains like breads, you know. So if you have those issues, you know, I tried to cut back so long on bread and not eating bread. I started again because once I started getting dizzy again, I'm like, oh my god, you know, this is a red flag. And when the hurricane hit, I noticed I stopped eating cereal. So I cut back on days of essential nutrients. So, yeah, big mistake. And I thought, oh, I'm not dizzy anymore, I can do this. I'm not living on just fruit snack bars and egg waffles and one meal a day. Like, I thought, you know, in my head that I could, no. Like, ever since then, I don't think I've fully recovered. I need to keep eating that rich, hearty diet so that I don't go back to that. Taking breaks during the day, taking naps when I feel I need, when my body gets tired. Sleeping helps. Naps help. Breaks boost, you need the boost. So I would intake, that's me personally. I took like more than 100% per category per day so that I could really boost my levels, And I think a lot of those energy bars I took really messed with all my levels because like some of them have too much other stuff like thiamine and vitamin this and that and what have you. And so I think I really like tipped the balance off, and that was not the original diet I was used to having, so it took just a few weeks to even replenish. Nowadays if I catch like I'm starting to have pale toenails or even just a slight dizziness, I will immediately correct my diet. Immediately, like I'll start chowing down on like raisins and grapes, and I think even avocado helps, and a lot of red stuff, red for your blood, so iron, won't really help you, but your proper essential balance is helpful. The highest iron cereals I've noticed are frosted shredded wheat, even those mini frosted ones. Okay, any brand of those like they're like wheaty on one side, white frost on another, and they come with a smiley face as on the package on the box with like little hands and feet. Yeah, those. And then the almond honey bunches of oats, I found those two are the highest iron. Almond is 90%, the wheats are 100% of your daily intake of iron. There's other ones too, like there's one that's 20%, which is a pretty significant chunk, but personally for me, not enough to get the amount of iron that my body needs. Keep in mind, this is reduced iron, so it's not going to be like the iron you get in meat, You still gotta find it elsewhere, but it really starts my day and boosts me to get me going. You could also try Cinnamon Toast Crunch. That was 20% iron. I believe Honey Nut Cheerios are also pretty high, but not as high as the 90-100% for sure. Nowhere near, but so do what works best for you. I notice especially a lot of women have that because they have their monthly, thing down there, and that you release a lot of iron doing that, so you need to like make sure you're good there so you don't run into that issue. That's just my opinion though. This video is just all my opinion. This is not advice. This is not professional medical advice. Please talk to your doctors. Okay, so moving on. That helped heal me, and I genuinely feel better now. But yeah, it was definitely a scare to experience it a second time now. It made me realize, hurricane or not, emergency disaster or not, I need my serum. Like, it made me so paranoid. Like, I literally want to like stash like 10 boxes of like honey nut and 10 boxes of shredded wheat, because like if there is a shortage, I am in trouble because that really gives me what I need. Yeah. And I had to like overeat the first few days just to really make sure I absorb as much as I can. Yeah, I could have taken like over-the-counter iron supplements and stuff. They were recommended to me, but then people were like, maybe you shouldn't because that could tip the balance. You need an actual like physician recommendation. So thank goodness I didn't do that. Thank goodness I'm okay now. But yeah, I'm grateful at least I have symptoms to allow my body to know when I'm too low, and that's dizziness and white toenails. So yeah, if I didn't know, that could have been extremely dangerous territory for me. And I'm thankful that God gave me the gift of symptoms, so I could know exactly what's wrong. And also my weight, like I noticed, if I get too low in weight, that can also be an issue. That's like I'm not eating enough, so technically I eat 5-6 times a day. Like once in the morning I have like a couple cookies with my coffee, and then a couple hours later I'll have cereal, a couple hours later I'll have lunch, a couple hours later I'll have like a midday snack, so that's dinner, a couple hours later after that, and a couple hours after that is, the 6th time, a dessert. So not every day. Some days it'll honestly be 4 times a day. because I'm so full from like the lunch or whatever I was eating that day that it's like, it just depends how I feel. I eat in just enough, okay? I don't eat until I'm like gonna explode, you know? So that's why I'm down to a reasonable weight, but like I need to make sure it's not below a certain number, otherwise I am screwed, right? So and I work all the time, like I work a lot, I work so much, so if I don't keep my diet and my sleep, like I sleep probably like almost half the day, I cannot keep up like mentally, emotionally, physically, spiritually. It just won't make sense, and I need my self-care. So that's what again worked for me in this Storytime ASMR video for entertainment purposes only, and relaxation and sleep. Apricots, dried apricots help me. Cashews as well. You know, sometimes you need just like a Coca-Cola. For some reason, Coca-Cola is recommended for people with iron because it's like, it just gives you that something, that oomph. I can't explain it or put it in a context, but yeah, it like stimulates something in you. I also worked with like hematite crystal, which encourages iron production in the blood. Hot baths are my best friend, but also can be your enemy. I try not to take a hot bath when I'm having this symptom or experience because it makes you even more lightheaded, and I feel like you sweat out all that iron. So yeah, like you just have to work with how your body is, you know. I wish I didn't have to have like this metals like running through me, but you know, sometimes some people detox from that stuff. I can't. That's risky territory for me personally, so I need it to function. So I guess we're all different. We have to appreciate that we're all different in God's creation. Alright, but let's see if I'm missing something else. Oh yeah, don't overdo it with too much, because like when you go in the porcelain throne, let's put it that way, it's gonna be very, well, not so nice. So like you also need like obviously a healthy, well balanced, like potassium, magnesium, like bananas, and you know, like stuff that doesn't have much iron, so you can balance it out. But it's hard to fit that in with your diet of iron-rich foods because you have to eat a bunch of iron-rich foods, so it's like you're so full you can't eat anymore, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, maybe try to sneak a snack or two in between. That's what I did. I'm not telling you, sorry, that's what I did. I'm saying that's what I did. I'm not saying what you should do, but that's what I did. That's what worked for me only, and me only. I hope you guys enjoyed my last video because I was sipping this one out. I was like, yeah, you need to floss your teeth more and you should stop drinking sugary sweets, and I was like, look, who am I to talk, right? That was the joke. I don't know if people caught that, but anyway. What also helped me personally is walking barefoot on the grass outside, grounding myself, taking big, deep breaths. Walking outside helped. It's weird because I'm not dizzy in the shower or when I'm walking. When I was experiencing these symptoms, walking outside, weird, only indoors. It's like, maybe sometimes it's like wondering like, oh, is there something in this house that makes me feel that way, you know? But yeah, I tried everything. I was like saging my house, cleansing, purifying my energy, like doing like nothing. Diet was the only change I had to actively, consciously make. And I'm glad I have a big enough house to where it's like spacious. I can walk around, I can, you know, move around all the time. But also it's like, because I'm moving around all the time, guess what? You need fuel in that car, you know? Your vehicle, you need energy, and you can't get energy without food. So a lot of water as well. You need to drink a lot of water to help you absorb the iron. Nettle tea as well. Drink nettle tea. Help me personally absorb the iron as well. I had to stay away from caffeine, so I had to cut my caffeine intake because caffeine reduced the iron in my blood and made me more anemic. So I had to cut back, and at one point I was drinking 3-4 coffees a day. I'm not joking with you. you, obviously, right? Like, would you rather eat a big, fat, juicy burger or a pomegranate? You know? Exactly. So, well, can I take both? I take both. Okay, anyway. So, yeah. If you are not like a meat eater, what worked for me, I don't like really meat anymore. I don't know why, I can't stand it. Like, maybe that's why I became like anemic-ish, because I don't like it anymore as I used to. Like, the energy's off, the vibe is off, it doesn't taste as good to me. I feel like, not guilt, but like a sense maybe of like, it doesn't feel right, something doesn't feel right about it as it used to. And, like, it's not what I crave. It's weird because people are like, do you crave meat or do you crave ice cubes? No, I don't, which is really weird. It's like, then, you know, like, why? But again, I'm different, I guess. So, or like ice cream. I think I'd more crave like ice cream, like chocolate ice cream helped me as well. That was good, like with chocolate syrup and walnuts. That also helps. A cabbage, okay, a good cabbage stew, lettuce, romaine lettuce with spinach, mix all that in your salad. Okay, very good for you. I had an iodine issue at one point too, so like I had to remember to put iodized salt in my salad, in my soup, in my food, in my cooking, like every day, you know, you need it. I needed at least a spoon of that a day, you know, so, yeah. I'm trying to come up with what else helped me and worked for me. So in replacement of meat, I was just basically eating more seafood, like, and higher rich protein, so I don't miss out on the meaty stuff. So as a substitute to red meat, I was kind of eating more like shrimps, you know, salmon, which is not good iron at all, which sucks. But shrimp is decent, and chicken, poultry, right, bird, and that was great because I could mix like dairy products, like poultry, dairy, like they kind of mix, you know, in a weird way. So, yeah, like I do like my cheeses, and then I could get like the B12, you know, in that way, in that regard. So you do have to figure out what works best for you, but don't forget your wheaty grains, your nuts and oils, your fruits and vegetables, your fats and meats, all that produce. When you walk through the grocery store and you have an intent at the grocery shop, I know it's hard now, it's frippin' unaffordable, but I'd rather spend up all my money nowadays on health, on my food, than on medical bills later, you know. So yeah. That's that. This year was probably the sickest I've been, because I've been like unwell 4 times this year. Now probably 5 times. Wait, 1 time in February, 1 time in June, 1 time in August, and 1 time November. 4 times. Yeah, 4 times. And that was 5 times. What was the 5th time? What am I talking about? Anyway, yeah, that's a record for me. Like, I've never been more unwell than this year. So I'm like, okay. But obviously a lot of it you cannot control and prevent. You're around someone who had something and I got it. Yeah, that's what happened like 3 of the 4 times. The 4th time was just my mistake. But yeah, basically, it really, I think this year really taught me, like, I need to take better care of my health. Like, seriously, like, I remember I was even like still working when I was unwell. I'm like, oh my god, you crazy dummy. One time I wasn't, but that's because it was like so bad. I could not move. Yeah, and I was so dehydrated. So yeah, basically I just, you know, I'm glad I got through that experience and got the help and medical professional help at the time I needed. sometimes you need backup. Like, you can only do so much, right, on yourself. Like, sometimes your body will just go through what it goes through, and I was just feeling what I was feeling because I was around a person that just slowly made me feel like very sick, very unwell. They were a narcissist, and they were making me very sick by their actions and behavior, and, I noticed I would get always really unwell around them because they just like sucking the life force out of me, the energy, draining me, treating me very poorly, treating me like an object. So, what personally helped me is staying away from people like that, healing, growing, and moving the heck on with my life. It's not worth your health to be around that person that doesn't contribute anything to you, especially, sometimes a breakup is a blessing. It really, truly is. So, there you go. I know this was requested. Thank you for the poopsies who requested this video. Let's see. What else helped me? I think that's it. From what I can remember. Pomegranates. Cranberry. Dried cranberries helped me. Plum, like plum juice, dried plum. Well, maybe not plum juice, because that'll make you run, and then the runniness, you're gonna lose all that nutrient, so be mindful. God bless you all. Again, this video is entertainment purposes only. Please talk to your medical professional for advice. I'm not a